Hey guys, what's up? Jared here, Dex and Dice, of course. Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna talk about the tariffs, and I know everyone is tired of hearing about it, but I assume that there's at least maybe three of you out there that would like to know my stance on the tariffs. Um, Full disclosure, I have I think a whopping $1,000 in the stock market. Like literally, it's $1,000. I think my Roth IRA is maybe 2,000, maybe. So I really don't have any skin in the game. That's not even a drop in the bucket. So, let me preface it with that. Um, I'm probably going to say some stuff that is not very friendly, but I think a lot of you have come to expect that from me. So if I offend anyone, I apologize, and I mean, as one of my catchphrases is, I mean this in the best way possible. But let's just go ahead and get it out there, and I will talk about how it's going to affect the shop, which, spoiler alert, it's really not. Um, Overall, we may see some increases in some of the crap that we're going to get. I don't do board games, so that doesn't affect me at all. Because most board games are made over in China. So that's getting that 104% tariff currently until something changes. That is like an ever evolving story. Uh, Pretty much every country that got hit with the tariff has come to the table to at least start negotiations. So that's a plus. Um, and I would also like to say that if tariffs didn't work, they wouldn't exist in the first place. I don't give a shit if it's a 2% tariff or a 38% tariff. If they didn't work, they wouldn't be instituted in the first place. All other 170 countries wouldn't tariff crap from other random countries, not just us, but other random countries if it didn't work. Um, and as we can see, since the US is roughly, I think, 36%, 40%, somewhere in that ballpark of the overall world economy, when we start actually putting tariffs on shit, people take notice. So this is what's happening. People are taking notice. Um, what's that old saying? When the U.S. sneezes, the world catches a cold. We're seeing that currently. Um, as far as the shop goes, again, won't see much of an issue. And even if you did, prices are just going to go up a tad bit, just like they did when what was it? Shortly after the COVID era, you had people like Arcane Tinman, which do Dragon Shield, and some other random stuff hike up their prices. And as much as it fucking sucked, everybody, guess what we did? We put on our fucking adult panties and we paid the extra little bit, and we're still alive and kicking. And that's exactly what the fuck is gonna happen. Everyone's gonna whine, bitch, and complain about it, but we're gonna shut the fuck up at the end of the day, and we're gonna pay it because there's no other fucking recourse for us to do but to pay it. You might be able to be a little bit more picky about what you buy from where, now. Maybe if you were buying that cheap shit from China, you might have to go spend an extra $3 to go buy some cheap shit from, I don't know, Taiwan or Vietnam or, I don't know, somewhere else that might not be here. Or you might have to spend the extra $3 to buy something that was made in the USA, which we all know it's not 100% made in the USA. So I don't know what the fuck people are complaining about that when it's not made in the. It's like, yeah, we all know that it's sourced from elsewhere and probably cobbled together in America, but whatever. Anyways, um, yeah, in a nutshell, we're all gonna have to just shut the fuck up and deal with it. If prices go up, guess what? People who own businesses will suffer a bit more, obviously, because not only are we just general everyday consumers like out in the wild, but we also have to purchase shit. So we have like extra negative, I don't know, income or purchase, or I don't know the fucking key word for it. But we will be spending more than the average person just because we have to buy shit for our businesses on top of buying normal shit just to live. Um, so that's gonna be fun. This brings me to another one of my points is like, well, 2 points rather. Is one, a lot of motherfuckers act like they've never been poor or struggled or any of that shit. And it might be right. I don't know how coddled everyone has fucking been that is a little bit younger than me. But I remember a lot of nights where we had fried potatoes and pork and beans for dinner, or it was just black beans and rice with maybe some cube steak that my Cuban father was able to get at the fucking grocery store. Yeah, it might have been the shit that it was going to expire that day, but okay. Or struggle when you first moved out of your house. How many motherfuckers have eaten syrup and bread sandwiches because they didn't want to fucking starve? Or a can of peas because it's the only thing that was fucking in the pantry at the moment. Like, you're gonna struggle. Life is not guaranteed to be a walk through the fucking park and whistling every fucking tune you can think of and watching the fucking flowers grow. Get the fuck over yourselves. You're gonna end up paying for shit. It's a thing. It's a fact of life. Since, like, what is it? Survival of the fittest, natural selection, whatever you want to call it, really doesn't pertain to humans anymore. Financial struggle is probably the closest fucking thing we've got to it now. Um, just it's wild to see everyone out there being like, "Oh, my stonks." Ask everyone you know how many stonks they actually have. Ask everyone you know what kind of a 401k they have or a Roth IRA or anything remotely close to what is tanking. Ask them all how much of a vested interest they have in this stock market crash, and I'm willing to bet 7 out of the 10 people you ask, unless you're an elitist motherfucker who just fucking has a shit ton of money anyways, 7 out of the 10 people you encounter don't have stocks. They have no skin in this game, aside from maybe some rising prices ever so in random categories. They have no skin in the game of I'm losing X on the stock market. They're just repeating what the hell they've been told to feel and say by all the other talking head retards out there. The people that are screaming the most about my stonks and I've lost this and that are people who don't know how. Most of the people, okay, there are exceptions, there are unicorns all the time. Most of these motherfuckers are generational wealth fucking trust fund baby kids who never really had much of a problem growing up, okay? Most of these people are wealthier than any of us will ever fucking imagine to be, and yeah, that even includes making $200,000 a year. Do you not realize how out of fucking, like, grasp that shit is to make $200,000 a year for a normal motherfucker? I don't think a lot of people in those upper echelons of civilization realize that. Everyone's going to have to get the fuck over it and pay a little bit more. Yeah, we might see businesses shutter. This place might fucking shutter, but you know what? It's a struggle that everyone's going to have to endure because I'm willing to bet when we come out of this, it will be better. A lot of people have forgotten what it's like to struggle through some bullshit to come out of the other end either like better than what you were or just the same level but like lessons learned and you know not to do some shit again or whatever. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world. We're all going to be okay at some point down the line. I get it, but I don't, you know? And a lot of the people screaming about fucking my stonks and all that good shit were also the same ones that say eat the rich and down with the oligarchy and I hate rich people and so forth and so forth. but yet here they are screaming about my stonks taking up for the rich people who have lost thousands in the stock market. I'd make it make more sense than just they're brain dead and just repeating what they've been told to say. So yeah, that's about my take on this shit, man, and that's all I'm gonna fucking say. You can like it or not. You can tell me to go eat a dick in the comments. You can be like, I'm gonna unsubscribe. It's okay, cool. Yeah, that's your prerogative. I get it, but this is not the end of the world, guys. It is a rough patch that for some reason, for whatever reason, we have all been mostly conditioned to think that rough patches just don't happen anymore, that everything is fucking, bumper lanes at the bowling alley where everything is just gonna, you're not supposed to struggle. You're not supposed to endure any kind of hardships whatsoever to get something better on the other end. This is mind-blowingly fucking... How did we become so fucking weak as a society? Was it participation trophies? Was that where it fucking started? Congratulations, you're dead fucking last and you sucked at everything you did, but here. Anyways, and like I said, this is about all that I'm going to say about tariffs on the channel so far. Pretty much going to be it, because this is all I can say. Everyone's going to have to fucking nut up and shut up, just deal with it, figure it the fuck out. Oh no, maybe you can't buy the expensive fucking ramen that came from China or something. You'll have to buy the normal bullshit. Guess what? You'll live. I don't know, man. That pisses me off to no fucking end, okay? And on that note, I guess I'm gonna stop before I fucking have an aneurysm or some shit. You guys have a good one, and I'm not even gonna say my normal shit right now, because, fuck it. No, life is not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard, and guess what? You're a fucking trash can. You're not a trash can't. So pull yourself to fucking together. Pull yourself up. Do something good with your fucking life. Buy the fucking dip, because go back and look for like the 6 and 8 year marks on most of the fucking stocks. It trickles down on the, 2019 to 2023 era, and then it shoots right the fuck back up. And even at the low that we're at now, it's still higher than when it was then. So do something good with yourself. Go buy the fucking dip if you're into that shit. Or otherwise, you're just gonna endure. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna come out the end of it just fucking fine. Okay? A little worn for wear or whatever that saying is, but you're gonna be fucking fine. Again, you're a fucking trash can. You're not a trash can't. Be safe out there.